Nicole.
Wasted days and wasted nights. I know, the fucking heckler leaves before I go up. That's how it always is. I want hecklers so I can, fucking riff, and they always leave and leave me hanging. And that song isn't even about being wasted, it's about being in love. So, I actually started doing comedy when I was 40, because by the time, I'm still fucking dying over that fucking heckler, man. He was trying to buy Jay. He was like, I'll give you $40, meet me out back in the alleyway. We had a fucking protection team going for you, you don't know it, but we were gonna take turns watching to make sure he didn't fucking take you out of here and grab you up.
What animals you got?
That was crazy. But, anyway, I started doing comedy when I was 40, because by the time you're my age, you don't care if the audience laughs, or if there's an audience, and you laugh at all your own jokes. So I basically waited until I was a narcissist. I should get my little paper, because I don't even know if I remember my set after that guy. That guy cracked me up. I'm gonna do my whole set on fucking comedians, because I'm obsessed with comedians. I always accomplish my goals really quickly, so I put date a comedian on my bucket list, because everyone knows comedians are perpetually single. Okay, that's bullshit. All the comedians in Sacramento are fucking married. I hate you guys. No, I love you.
I'm pretty aggressive.
I actually love you. I love comedians. But the only problem is when you fall in love with a comedian, you go from being a hopeless romantic to someone who is just hopeless. I know this from experience, because I tried to date a comedian, and he's also a surfer. And it didn't work out, because he has no sense of humor. And one day we were having a fight, and I told him, your hair looks like Count Chocula, and the way you pump your muscles, you're trying to be like Popeye. I'm thinking that your resemblance to cartoon characters is a reflection of your maturity level. At which point, he blocked me across all social medias and our phones, so that was telling.
Cruiser point.
Yeah. So at that point, I actually started surfing. Not because I thought it would win him back, but because if you can't have a man, take his sport. And his job. What was I going to say next? I love comedians. I'm obsessed with comedians. My psychotherapist is a stand-up comedian out in Florida. Nowadays, you can Zoom with your psychotherapist. They can have a therapist all the way across the country. It's pretty awesome. The angel on my shoulder is comedian Graham Elwood, and the devil on my other shoulder is comedian Bill Hicks. So I tell Christians that I am led by Billy Graham. Only old people are going to get that joke. I actually love comedians so much that am I forgetting a part? Oh well, fuck it. I love comedians so much that if I needed a ride home and I was going to catch a ride with a comedian, and I got in their car and there was a dead body in the back seat, I'd be like, they're a comedian, I'm going to be fine. Nothing's going to happen. That's how much I trust them. So I feel like I left something out. That's okay, let's move on. There's President Zelensky of Ukraine. Yeah. He's like the only comedian I don't love, but he was a comedian. And back in 2016, he had a set where he used comedy to manifest his dream life. He manifested being president, the war with Russia, the Nazis, all of it. So I, too, want to manifest my dream life through comedy. I want to manifest a beachfront property. So I'm going to buy a house in the ghetto down south, like in LA, on a hill. Because in about 10 years, with climate change, it will be beachfront property. I want to manifest I want to manifest that shithead comedian that I tried to date that I was talking about earlier, but I forget the punchline. It's actually his loss, not mine, because I've done so much self-growth. Yeah, I've done so much self-growth since that rejection. I I realize I've actually passed him by emotionally.
Yeah.
I want to manifest being up on stage and getting paid to make you think you should laugh at these jokes. And I want to manifest a singing job. And I actually looked around Sacramento to see what kind of jobs were available where you could get paid to sing, but the only jobs available are at churches. But I'm an agnostic tantric Buddhist, so if I got a job, it would have to be at a Buddhist temple, and I would be singing Om. Fuck it pays. In case you're wondering what an agnostic tantric Buddhist is, that just means that I haven't had sex in so long that I think my imagination is better than the real thing. I did hook up with someone at the end of 2021, and I'm starting to realize that was a while ago. But we only hooked up twice because, as it turns out, my imagination is better than the real thing. You've already seen my face. Let's see, where can I go? I loved your political joke, by the way. It was great. We have such a problem in this country with politics right now. So many people that are against, civil rights, civil liberties, justice, class war, even science. The CDC is basically cunts don't care at this point. At this point, it's getting so bad in society, and the Great Reset didn't work with the pandemic, that we should probably just wipe the labels off of cleaning products and kind of let society weed itself out. That one usually gets laughs. You don't get paid for that. You're like, this is cruel. I did not write that punchline. I have a writer. She wrote that punchline. Anyway, let's see. What else do I got? President Biden. He's a joke. I sometimes my sets bomb and I don't get any laughs. So I took my best bombing set where the civilian casualties was the audience, and in full American spirit, I sent it to President Biden with a request for $7 billion. Oh, I forgot to mention, Zelensky also manifested the greatest paid comedy career, getting $7 billion a week from America.
Oh my god.
But anyway, so I was like, I want to do this too. So I sent Biden a letter saying I would like a check for $7 billion. And he sent me back a response saying that if I send him 2 proofs of residency from a Ukrainian address, he will cut me a check. And I got the light, so I'm going to go ahead and give the stage back up to Danny Luna. And thank you so much, you guys. This was great.
Thank you.